So today I am just gonna have a little walk around and say goodbye to everything. I'm just gonna brush my eyelashes while I'm talking. Say goodbye to everything that I'm never gonna see again. Like the CN Tower, the Eaton Centre. I don't know. My lips are all cracked as well and they've been bleeding. I'm in a right state. I saw a pair of Skechers the other day that I really liked, so I'm gonna go and buy those. They're $100, but they're really nice and I love Skechers because they're so comfy. So I'm gonna go buy those. I'm gonna buy some souvenirs for my fam. I need to buy fridge magnets for people. I've got a lot of weird friends that like fridge magnets, so I'm gonna get some fridge magnets for my girls. And what else am I gonna do? They've got loads of different flavoured M&Ms here, so I'm gonna buy some M&Ms for my dad and my brother because they love M&Ms. So I'm gonna get loads of different flavours of those. I suppose I better buy my mum something too, but I don't know what to get her. Don't know. Maybe I'll buy her some fancy chocolate, I don't know. So that's what I am going to do. That's a bit boring actually, isn't it? I'm also going to go back to the restaurant I went to the other day for an early dinner / lunch. I don't want to go for proper dinner because it's Saturday today, so I feel like everywhere's going to be busy. But then at the same time, because it's Thanksgiving weekend, everyone might be going out of the city, like to their parents' house. I'm just assuming older people won't live in the city, so it might be quite quiet actually. It might just be tourists. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go for dinner there again. That steak was so good, so I'm gonna go there for steak for dinner. Just have a wander around really. I know that's all I've really done, but like I said before, there's not actually that much to do here, so that's what I'm gonna do. So it is raining at the moment. It's meant to stop about 10, so I'm not going out before that. I'm gonna wait until it stops raining, then I'm gonna go out. I've been so lucky with the weather. I saw on the news the other day that they never see full autumn like this. So in the north of Canada, north, west, it's snowing like really bad, really cold, and here it's like it's been between like 16 and 20 degrees. Like, they can't believe it. The weatherman the other day said, I'm not gonna bore you with my Canadian accent again, but he did say this must be what it feels like to be a weatherman in San Diego, because it was like sunny, 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 sunny every day, which made me chuckle. So I have been really lucky with the weather, especially yesterday. It was beautiful yesterday, so I'm not that mad that it's raining right now, and it's meant to stop anyway, so I'll go out later. Okay, this is today's outfit. So this skirt is from, where's it from? I think it might be from either Boohoo or I Saw It First. Top is definitely from Boohoo. It's like an oversized shirt. And tights are from Primark. Who cares about tights? The only thing with this shirt is it's one of those shirts that you can't really see because I tucked it in, but it's longer at the back than at the front, which is really annoying. I didn't know that when I bought it. But yeah, today's outfit. I've actually got a serious issue here with that because I haven't really been eating that much because I've been struggling to find dairy-free things, that all my clothes are actually too big for me. So a combination of walking and not really eating anything other than Oreos and maybe a burger a day. Oh, it's on the mirror. I thought I had something on my knee. that my clothes aren't really fitting properly. So that's how big this skirt is. So my clothes aren't looking that great. I don't really feel comfortable in any of my clothes that I've got with me now because they don't really fit right. This is the best thing I have. This is the best fitting thing that I could find this morning. So that's what it's gonna have to be. Got changed for the 5th time today. These are better. These actually fit me, so gonna wear these today. So I've just been through and counted all my money that I've got left. I've got so much money. I'm trying to remember how much I bought with me. So when I was in Australia, I was spending about £500 a week, like going out, shopping, drinking. So I thought if I take 500 and then like an extra 50 just in case, like emergencies, I don't know how expensive out here is. So I took £550, which was like $800. And I've got a travel card and I've got cash. I've still got over $100 in cash, and I've still got $400 on my card, and I go home tomorrow. So I'm gonna go shopping and try and get rid of my cash, because with my travel card I can take the money out, withdraw it in pounds, so that's fine, in TUI, so that's fine, so I can do that. But with the cash, it's a bit ag, isn't it, trying to change it back up and you lose money and stuff. So I'm going to try and spend that today. I can't believe I've hardly spent any money while I've been here. I definitely bought too much money with me, but then I haven't really eaten much either, so maybe if I'd actually gone out for dinner, breakfast, lunch and dinner every day, then I would have spent it, and that's what I was planning to do, but it just hasn't really worked out that well. So yeah, I'm going on a big old shopping spree today and I'm very excited. What I'm really annoyed about is that all my clothes don't fit me. I've lost weight, but I've still got a fat face. How do you get rid of a fat face? I've always had a fat face and it's really annoying me now. Watching back these videos, just an absolute thumb. So I heard a rumour that there was a Topshop near my hotel and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I've just Googled it and it's in the underground shopping centre. So I'm going to try and find a way in. It's really hard to find. So yeah, I'm going to try and find a way in, try not to get lost, try and go to Topshop. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I've had a lovely day up until the last hour. I went shopping, then I went back to that really nice restaurant for late lunch, early dinner. Had a sangria, it was lovely. It was like a white wine and cider sangria, it was really nice. So yeah, had a great day. Then when I went back to the hotel, I thought, oh, I still don't know about my transfer back to the airport, and I'm leaving tomorrow, so I'll double check that. So then this really rude lady at reception was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, cool, thanks. She was like, you're meant to be prepared when you come on holiday and know all the information. And I said, well, every hotel I've been to has told me what time my transfer is coming. So anyway, it wouldn't load on the British Airways app. So I was like, I'm gonna have to use my Wi-Fi in the room and then I'll come back down. And then when I came back down, she was gone, thank God. So I talked to this man. I've been downstairs for an hour trying to find out what time the transfer was. They don't have any record of it, nothing. So after a while they decided to call British Airways, and then we were on hold for ages, and I was like texting my mum saying, you need to help me because I'm stressing out because I don't know how I'm going to get to the airport tomorrow, what time they're coming to pick me up. And I finally got through to someone after ages, and my transfer's at 6:25, which is making me nervous because the main road to the airport is shut, which means trips to the airport are taking 2 times as long. And 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 2 ti So 6:25, 7:25, 8:25, 9:25. My flight's at 9:50 and you have to be there 3 hours before. So that's giving us an extra like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I don't know how long it takes to get to the airport. I can't really remember because I was stressed on the way here with that crazy man. So I'm gonna look up how long it takes to get to the airport. So at this moment in time, it's saying that it's going to take 45 minutes to get there. So I don't think that's enough time. I'm going to sit in bed, drink Dr. Pepper, eat Oreos, and just forget about it. I also needed to ask at reception to make sure that they'd found that I'd paid for my room, because when I checked in, they said I hadn't paid for it. So now I'm stressed about that because I didn't even think to ask when I was down there because I was so annoyed with British Airways. So I've got that to look forward to in the morning too. Okay, so I'm going to pretend like none of that happened and I'm going to show you what I bought today. So today I went souvenir shopping. I went to Skechers because I was going to buy those Skechers that I really liked, and then I looked at them again and I thought, oh my god, they're disgusting. What was I thinking? So I didn't buy them. I did see some other Skechers I liked though, but they didn't have my size. So I have bought, let's try and get it all out of the bag. I bought a little thing of maple syrup to go in my little goodie bag, my Lucky Dip, and also some boiled syrup sweets. I bought this for my mum. It's a coffee chocolate bar. It looks rank, but she likes stuff like that. And then I've bought these caramel, almond, and hazelnut spread for my dad and my brother to share. I know my brother's going to eat them all and then they're going to have an argument, but oh well. I also bought some tacky fridge magnets for people. Got this one that's a mousse and also a bottle opener. This one is for my mum but secretly for me because we share a fridge. So I'm going to pretend it's for her, but it's because I liked it. And then I've just got a couple of others so people can choose how tacky they want to go with their fridge magnets. This is my favourite. I like that one. Yeah, that's all I bought. I spent $20 on sweets. Oh, there's something else in here. This is for the receptionist at work. Some Canadian pencils because she's cute. So I bought her those, which will make her cry, which is cute. I think that's it. That's all I bought today. I've been shopping all day and that's all I've bought, which means I haven't spent any of the cash because every time I got to the till, it was like not that many dollars. So I was like, oh, I can't bother to get the cash out, like try and count for it. So I paid by card for everything. So I've still got to spend that cash tomorrow in the airport. But I have found out they've got 3 cocktail bars in there, so that'll be great. So I've just been on Facebook, just having a little browse, and there is a restaurant near the CN Tower called the Rec Room. I was looking at it earlier because I was just looking at their menu and what they did and stuff because I was going to go there for lunch today. And it's just popped up that tomorrow, Shangela, as in RuPaul's Drag Race Shangela, is there tomorrow for brunch, like doing like a drag race brunch thing. Oh my god, but it's sold out. I've been looking everywhere for things to do in Toronto this week and nothing's been coming up, and now I'm going home, this has just popped up, but yeah, it's sold out so I can't go. But that would have been good, wouldn't it? Something I nearly did. I have got such a bad headache. I don't know whether it's because I haven't been eating enough or it's because I haven't drunk enough water, because I've been living off Diet Pepsi, or it's because I haven't been wearing my glasses enough because I've got eyelash extensions on. I don't know what the reason is, or the fact that I was at check-in at reception for an hour listening, you know, the theme music to British Airways. I can't remember what song it is. It's a famous song, isn't it? That's what they play continuously when you're on hold. So that might be the reason, but I don't know. But look how oily my skin is. Stressed. Good morning. Today is home time. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Checkout is at 11. I'm all packed, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to check out a second before 11 because I don't know what I'm going to do all day. I've got until 20 past 6 or something like that. So from 11 till 20 past 6, I've got to try and find something to do. Which I don't know what, because I've done everything. Goodbye view. And dirty windows. So there was no real reason to come to Toronto on my own, other than the fact that I thought it'd be a nice place to come. It's a safe place. It's one of the safest cities in the world, so I thought it'd be good for me, a good place for me to come on my own. And I just wanted a week off from life, really. I've had a very busy summer, and I was just bored of my life, so I thought, have a nice little week off, do something I've never done before and go away on my own. And I think it's been successful. I've had a nice time. I don't want to jinx it because I'm not home yet, so touch wood. I have survived. Yeah, I think it's been a successful first solo trip. So successful that I might go somewhere else next year. I don't know where. Probably Australia again. I like Australia. Maybe somewhere different in Australia because that's really safe as well. I would only go to places where they speak English as their first language, and it's on the list of safe cities in the world. So this is my flying home outfit. Just black t-shirt, jeans from Primark, same old shoes, and a coat from, I don't know where the coat's from. Oh, every single time. You think I'd get better at this, don't you? Oh, it's from Primark. Coat from Primark too. I have got joggers in my hand luggage, just in case I don't want to sit in jeans, but these are really comfortable jeans, so I think I'll be fine. I'm wearing my big coat because I think I'm getting a cold, so I want to keep nice and warm today. That's it. Goodbye, hotel room. It's been a pleasure. Look at all the snacks I've been eating. Been a pleasure. Well, not that much of a pleasure, actually. Lovely view. Dirty windows. I didn't sleep in this bed because it's dirty. So I only slept in that bed, as you can tell. So that's it. Goodbye. Holiday Inn, downtown Toronto. I am in my transfer. We can't get out because I don't know if you can see the lights, but there's a fire across the street, so we're like blocked in, which is really annoying because I'm all nearly late for my flight already. So I have just got home, back in my bed. I just want to talk about yesterday now. Oh God, it feels like it was only this morning and it was yesterday. Because I didn't have a chance to tell you what I did, because I had nowhere to go to video really. So I went out in the morning, thought I'd go and have some lunch at McDonald's. Went down to the underground food court that I'd been to a few days before, and it was all closed because it was Thanksgiving. So I walked around the streets. The streets were really quiet. I went to the CN Tower. The CN Tower was quite busy. so I didn't go up again. I just used their Wi-Fi. Then I went to the Eaton Centre and I managed to find a McDonald's that was open, thank God. One of the only McDonald's in Toronto that was open on Thanksgiving, so I got my McDonald's. I'm happy about that. And then I walked around the Eaton Centre for a little while, like I'd done every other day, so I didn't buy anything. It was a bit boring. I then went to the square. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of this square is, but I have posted a video of it. It's sort of like Times Square, Piccadilly Circus kind of vibes, with the screens and the adverts and the rubbish. So I sat there, a man came and sat next to me. Not weird, like we were on a bench. He didn't sit that close, like it wasn't weird. He had a cigarette, he was on his phone. And then he got out a bit of bread and he started feeding the pigeons. And I was like, oh, okay, he's going to feed the pigeons. And then he turned to me and he went, oh, I love pigeons. And I was like, oh, lovely. Then he started feeding the pigeons more. And then he threw a big lump of breadcrumbs down. And I tried to get a video of it, but I couldn't really, because I didn't want him to see that I was filming him. I tried to get a video of all the pigeons, but yeah, I couldn't. But so many just flew from everywhere and absolutely attacked us. And he was cracking up. He was laughing so much. And then he handed me his phone. He was like, I'm going to do that again. He was foreign. I'm going to do that again. Can you take a picture of all the pigeons flying at me? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I'm stood there in the middle of this square with this man that's holding out bits of bread so all the pigeons fly at him. He's like, I've always wanted to take a photo like that. I love pigeons so much. I was like, cool, okay. So then he was like, do you want me to take a picture of you of all the pigeons? I was like, no thanks. I've got pigeons in my home country. I'm all right. I see them every day. So I didn't have a picture of the pigeons. So I sit in the square for a little while. He leaves, thank God. The pigeons leave me alone, thank God. I then go and sit in my hotel for a couple of hours in the lobby, just waiting for my transfer. My transfer arrives and it's this crazy old man. And he was foreign. He had a very strong, I want to say it was like an Indian accent, maybe Sri Lankan. And he was saying, oh, where are you going? What country are you going to? And I was like, oh, England, going to London. And he was like, oh, Brexit. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he was like, what do you think about Brexit? So I told him that I didn't really understand it. I don't think anyone really understands it, blah, blah, blah. I don't have an opinion on it because I don't know enough about it, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, you're wrong. And I was like, pardon? He's like, you're wrong. This is why it's Brexit. And I couldn't really understand what he was saying because his accent was so strong. And he was going, do you agree with me, English lady? And I was going, yeah. I didn't know. So then he stopped talking and I was like, thank God, because I can't be bothered for this. And then he said, can I ask you another question? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, do you like the Queen? I was like, yeah, I like the Queen. I like the royal family. They're quite nice. I don't know what to say. I said maybe in a few years I think we won't really need them. I think it's more of a past thing. I don't think we really need them anymore. He was like, no, you're wrong. And then he went on for half an hour to explain how important the Queen is to the world, how important the Queen is to Canada, Australia, China, Japan, and obviously the UK. I think that's all the countries. Because if we didn't have the Queen, then the USA would have bought Canada, and that would be in a state. China would be in a state. Australia would be an absolute mess, apparently. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. And he was like, do you agree with me? And I was like, yeah, I don't know what you're saying. So that was great. And then got to the airport, got on my flight. It was a lovely flight, a lovely landing. And now I'm back in the UK. So thanks so much for coming to Canada with me. It was successful. I made it home in one piece. I had a nice time. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and joining me on this lovely trip.